Hey guys, it's Ash, and this will be my final episode of my journey to top 200 in the United States. And although I've dropped in trophies at the moment, I had made it to top 200 a few nights ago. As you can see, my best was 45.92, and today I decided that I'm done. I'm not gonna attempt pushing any higher for now. Today has been the worst day of pushing for me. I've searched for 6 hours straight, and I only found one base offering more than 6 trophies, which is completely ridiculous, and I think is a sign that I should stop. I have also been incredibly unlucky on defense. As you can see, most of my losses were just 1-star losses. What's ridiculous is the amount of trophies I'm losing from getting 1-starred. I made a total of 10 trophies in 6 hours and lost 19 trophies from being 1-starred. The guy who found me basically had 57 to 59 trophies as the offer against me. And I really don't see how that's fair. I guess it's just my luck. And you really do need good luck to push this high. Even though I don't have max defenses, I'm actually doing fine on defense by getting 1-starred. Of course, max defenses would help in possibly winning some defenses, but I'm just getting incredibly unlucky losing so much trophies from getting 1-starred. You simply cannot defend against a 1-star attack. And that's what most people up here focus on. They just go for the 50% on your buildings instead of the town hall. They won't risk attacking your core to get your town hall. They'll just instead go for the 50%. I did want to hit Titan 1, which is very possible, but it's just gonna take a while and a lot of time. If I'm not aiming for Legend, then I see no point in continuing. And that's basically why I never promised to you guys that I would be attempting to make it to Legend, because I did not want to disappoint you guys if I failed to do so. And I know a lot of you would really like to see me get to Legend, but there are many reasons why that isn't a possibility for me at the moment. To get to Legend, you must be able to do the following. You'll have to trophy push in 6-hour sessions. Normal players in Titan 1 play for at least 12 hours a day. I can't do this simply because I have work and school and a life. You have to literally be glued to your iPad. The reason I went on this trophy push was because I had a month break. So I decided to do a serious trophy push for the first time since I had the time. My initial intention was to, of course, make it to Titan, which I did very quickly, but I had no intentions of going to Legends League because I was aware of my limitations. You must be able to play for 6 hours straight. Taking a break is not an option because your goal is to make as much trophies as possible in 6 hours. And 6 hours may sound like a long time, but it isn't for players up this high. It takes hours finding a base that offers you enough trophies. I just made 10 trophies in 6 hours and lost 19 trophies from getting 1-starred. So even though I spent a lot of time and effort trying to get trophies, I was unable to make a profit. Usually I make a profit, but today I had no luck. So it's basically a struggle against time, and I value my time too much to waste this much on just a game. I'm actually very proud of myself that I made it to top 200 in the United States. That was actually one of my main goals when I started playing this game. I started playing almost exactly a year ago. I farmed my base and heroes to get to where I am now in just a year, so I'm really proud of that as well. Another big factor for trophy pushing this high is you must use gems. You can actually get by not using any gems to get to Titan. But once you're at Titan, you're gonna have to use gems to boost, which is something most people can afford to do and expect doing. However, if you want to get to the top, boosting isn't enough. You must instantly gem your army. And this is what most people in Titan 1 and higher do. They instantly gem their armies and spells and heroes, which does cost a lot of gems and money. They also buy shields, which help a lot to save trophies. These are things that I don't do because of many reasons. First, I do not need to spend a lot of money to make it to top 200. Second, if I'm gonna spend a lot of money to push higher, then I should aim for the highest. But if I can't become the #1 player in the world, then it's not worth spending so much money and time in my opinion. And I've explained why getting to the top isn't really possible for me at the moment. And even if I had all the time and money in the world, it will still be very challenging and very stressful. Something that I'm not looking forward to do. It can really harm your health. I haven't been able to hit the gym for days because I've been so preoccupied being glued to my iPad all day. I had to stay online for long nights just so I can complete my 6-hour session and not fail to make a profit in trophies. That's not all. Even if you invest your life on getting to the top, in order to get there, you have to have full advantage. Every game has cheaters, and this game is no different. Cheaters have the best advantage in any game because they have the best tools to perform better than an ethical person who plays and abides by the rules. So how can I cheat to get to the top? Well, I'm not allowed to specifically tell you just because that's against the rules as well. And I do not condone cheating at all. However, it's common sense. There are third-party programs that allow people to stay online as long as possible and also search for you as well. People who use these programs have the biggest advantage in the game. Not only that, people go to such lengths by creating multiple accounts and spending thousands of dollars. In fact, the first player who made it to Legend had more than 10 accounts that were all at the top of the leaderboards. Now, how is this cheating? Doesn't this mean that he must be a very skilled player to make it this far? No, once you get high enough, skill doesn't really factor in much. Winning a raid becomes second nature just because of how easy it is to 50% a base safely. So it's not really just skill. Most players in Taion are already skilled enough to make it to the top. They are just limited due to the fact that they don't have the money or time to make it higher. They also don't have multiple accounts or clanmates who are willing to 1-star them or even give them the win. Once you have so many accounts at the top, finding yourself when one of your accounts is offline becomes very easy to do so just because no one else is close to your ranking. So you can find yourself and attack yourself and 1-star yourself or even give yourself the win to get higher in the leaderboards. So if you're playing fair, then you're probably not going to make it to the top. You'll never be number 1 in the world if you abide by the terms of use set by Supercell, because getting to the top means that you'll need to have full advantage of every exploit to get there. Lastly, I know I've demoralized a lot of people by telling you guys the facts about pushing to the top. But don't worry, I have reason to believe that things will indeed get better. How you say? Well, it has to do with the new Legend League. What's so special about it? Well, every month it resets your trophies back to 5,000. Now, you don't see much of an impact right now because very few people are Legends. However, people will go up in trophies, it's just a matter of time. A year ago, very few people were over 4,000 trophies. Now there are thousands of people over the 4,000 mark. So in about 6 months from now, we'll see a lot more people in Taion. And this is going to make getting to Legend easier. Perhaps in a year, getting to Legend may actually be a normal thing. While the new system won't be flawed because no one will be able to get too high. Trophies will be resetted at Legend League every month back to 5,000. So yeah, at the moment it is incredibly difficult, but will only get easier with time. So if you can wait at least 6 months or a year from now, pushing to Legend may be a lot easier. Well, I hope this was an enlightening video on the hardships of pushing to the top and what it takes to get to Legend. But hopefully it gets better within time. We'll just have to be more patient. For now, I'm gonna drop back down and continue to make more awesome videos, guides and tutorials, as well as more content on wars. So be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you found it very informative, and also subscribe if you haven't. Thanks for watching, hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you guys again soon. Later.